LPBW's Tori Roloff recalls questions from family and friends over whether Zach was right for her. Though Tori and Zach Roloff have been married for nearly a decade, Tori admits that her husband wasn't who she and her loved ones initially had in mind. In a Tuesday, June 20th episode of the couple's Raising Heights podcast, The Former Little People, Big World stars opened up about being in a mixed-height relationship. When asked if she had ever pictured herself not marrying someone who was over 6 feet tall, Tori confessed that she never imagined she would. "The answer is no," she said candidly. "It's funny because growing up, I had lots of, okay, not to sound conceited, but there were a couple guys who were admirers of me that I would write them off and say, oh, they're too short." Now that she's had time to reflect on her dating life, Tori explained that height was never an issue, but rather, she was looking for an excuse to leave her relationships. "It was me being I don't actually care for this person. I don't see myself with this person," she continued, adding how her perspective shifted once she met Zach. "Once I met you, even though your height was different than what I imagined, there was nothing wrong with you. There was nothing that I could pick apart and be oh, I can't date this guy because he's too short." Tori wasn't the only one who had initial hesitations. The TLC star revealed that her father was also skeptical about whether or not Zach would be a good match. "I can remember getting ready to go on a date with you and saying who you were and showing my dad a picture of you and him being no, what? No. What are you talking about? This is not the guy I pictured for you. This is not right," she recalled. He literally asked, "Are you sure?" Multiple times he was "I don't know about this." "And then he met you," she laughed. "I joke all the time because I'm pretty sure my dad likes you better than me now." Once her father met Zach, Tori said that their height difference was definitely overlooked, and he understood why she liked him so much. "I think that there were definitely questions when we started dating from my friends and family," she continued. "But then once everyone met you, everyone's gosh, I get why this girl's into him. I get this scenario and this relationship, and then the height just didn't matter." The couple met when Tori was working at Roloff Farms and spent the 2010 pumpkin season picking squash with Zach. They eventually began dating in 2011 and went on to get married on the family farm in July 2015. Since then, they've welcomed 3 children, Jackson, Lila, and Josiah. Fans love Little People, Big World's Tori Roloff's rare solo night out in gorgeous outfit. Tori Roloff, who used to star alongside her husband Zach and their family on the reality TV series Little People, Big World, shared a look at a rare solo night out to attend a concert with a friend in a new video. The mother of 3 shared a clip of what looked to be a girls' night out with a friend named Monique Sarah to see Kelsey Ballerini in concert in Portland, Oregon. In the clip, the two transformed into their glam country looks for the show. Roloff set the video to Ballerini's song, Baggage, as she switched from casual shirts and shorts to a white lacy skirt and shirt combo with a denim vest over it, paired with stylish light brown cowboy boots. Her friend was also on theme with a black lace shirt underneath a denim romper and black boots. Fans showered the women in compliments with replies "Love the fit!" and "Cute! You both look gorgeous. Have so much fun." Another proclaimed, "I must know where you got that dress. Gorgeous." Roloff shared links to her outfit in an Instagram story, revealing that she wore the Garden Flirt half slip and Lady Luxe layering top, both from Free People. While the night out appeared to be just for Roloff and her friends, her kids were still a little involved as she shared a behind-the-scenes clip on her stories of her daughter Lila, helping count down for filming the outfit transformation video. Sarah shared some more photos from the night out with Roloff, including a snap posing with a few other friends who also attended the show. What happened between Matt and Zach Roloff? Inside their feud. As of late, Little People Big World star Matt Roloff appears to be getting the cold shoulder from son Zach, but why? Viewers have watched Zach Roloff and his father, Matt Roloff, on TLC's Little People Big World since Zach was a child. But now, he's a married man with 3 kids. Although most viewers know that family life always has its ups and downs, could a recent feud between Matt and Zach burn bridges between them for good? During season 25, Matt shares the news that he's engaged to former Roloff farm employee, Karayan Chandler. In a confessional, he He explained all of his kids were happy for him, except one, Zach, who he hadn't heard back from. Did Zach just forget to reply to his father's good news? Or is something going on between them? We're thinking the latter. Here's what you need to know. Why is Zach Roloff mad at his father, Matt? Previously, Zach had helped his father on Roloff farms throughout his young life. The farm became a focal point of the TLC show and lately a point of contention between family members. When Matt and wife Amy Roloff officially split, Matt decided to sell his portion of the property. Zach wanted to acquire the north end of the farm, which included the castle, forest area, and a cowboy town. However, Matt only wanted to sell the portion to Zach for a hefty price, and Zach turned him down. Because Zach and Matt couldn't reach a deal on the land, Zach and his wife Tori, they packed up and moved to Battleground Wash. They bought a home there where they currently live there with their 3 children. Although Zach told E! News in May 2022 that things were all good between the family members, viewers of the show wonder if that's really the case. However, after struggling to sell the family farm, Matt came up with a new plan and decided to make the main house available for short-term rental on Airbnb, Vrbo, Booking.com, and other platforms. During the season 24 finale of Little People Big World, Zach revealed how he felt about his dad's latest update. "My dad texted us that he's renting out the house as a short-term rental," Zach said, "kind of trying to just numb myself to everything. It's just irrelevant now. Like, if things worked out differently, it's kind of ironic, like ridiculous, honestly, but, you know, the family, everything could have been different. And instead, now he's going to this plan B of renting it to strangers. A lot of it just doesn't make sense." Basically, Zach still seems upset that his father couldn't sell that portion of the family farm to him for a reasonable price. Now, such an important part of his childhood has become a vacation ground for tourists when it could have been preserved. Zach Roloff left Little People Big World. After season 25, what does he do for a living? Fans of Little People Big World have watched Zach Roloff appear on the show since he was 13 years old. These days, however, he's married with 3 children and is more focused on making a name for himself outside of the show. During a Feb 22, 2024 episode of the TV Personalities podcast, Raising Heights with wife Tori, the couple announced they were leaving Little People Big World after 25 seasons. Naturally, viewers have grown curious as to how Zach and Tori make a living, aside from their TLC paychecks. Let's take a closer look at what Zach does for a living. The father of 3 previously helped his father, Matt Roloff, on Roloff Farms by providing guided tours of the property, among other responsibilities, but he's since stopped lending a hand. That's because Zach and Tori moved to Battleground Wash in Dallas back in October 2021, following failed negotiations between Zach and Matt over the price of the farmhouse and surrounding acreage. Previously, Zach coached for competitive youth soccer teams in Oregon. It's unclear whether he has continued to coach in Washington or whether it was even a paying position. However, it's clear Zach found true pleasure in working with youth soccer players. In a 2017 interview with retailer Lock Laces, Zach said, "I love seeing the kids come back that I had the previous year, and it feels great that they want to come back and be a part of the same team and have me as a coach again." In 2018, Zach competed with Team USA in the first ever Copa America Dwarf World Cup and helped America defeat Great Britain in the 2013 World Dwarf Games soccer finals. And in November 2023, he played for the United States Dwarf Football Association and even shared a photo of. Over the last few years, Zach has also hosted soccer fundraisers to build awareness for dwarf athletics. "The game has shaped who I am in tons of ways," he shared. "Everything comes back to soccer. It taught me a lot about teamwork and sacrifice. A lot of my life philosophies can be traced back to soccer." As for Tori, she previously worked as a kindergarten teacher before giving birth to the couple's son, Jackson, in 2017. Now she runs her own photography business, which fans can follow on Instagram. It looks like the reality star specializes in family portraits. Additionally, Tori shares sponsored posts via social media. The pair are also devoted parents to their 3 children, who all have a chondroplasia dwarfism like their dad. "You have to encourage a dwarf child a little more because it will take them 5 steps to do what others can do in 2, Zach said after. his first child, Jackson's birth. But I knew, dwarf or not, I was going to parent my child with the mentality that not everyone gets a trophy. You have to earn it. After spending nearly 20 years under the Little People, Big World spotlight, Zach decided it was time to leave the show after 25 seasons. In February 2024, the couple announced on their Raising Heights podcast, which coincidentally launched that same month, that part of our life, that chapter has closed. The couple admitted that the last cycle was rough between the family and the farm deal, and it was no longer a project we really believed in.